Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Flying Phantom YouTube channel.
Yay!
We are currently in Diamond 660 Delta Charlie. We will be staying here today at Smithfield, and we will be doing some crosswind landings. Woohoo! Currently the winds are at 220 at 10 knots, gusting 19. So we will see how this goes. We're going to embrace the challenge today. Checking right.
They're definitely clear.
Okay, I'm just extra.
I saw the thought process happening.
I'm just extra cautious.
Oh, you're okay. Okay to be extra cautious.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, taking off 23, staying in the pattern, Smithfield.
Yeah, good check. Good double check. The discount double check. I think that's a commercial. Always get it rolling, then try to turn it. There you go. Has to have some momentum. Just like a vehicle without a power steering pump.
Ready, set, go. Full throttle.
Try to get that heel on the floor so you're not accidentally on the brake. There you go.
Whoa.
Very good.
Airspeeds came alive, engine gauge check. Rotation.
More.
Sorry.
Yep, there you go.
Pitching for 68. Ooh, it's warm in here.
Because we got the engine going finally, so the heat really pumps in.
Okay, we're at 1200. Flaps coming up. Pitching for 75.
Can I do that? Is that alright?
That wasn't even on and it was still hot.
Well, that was for...
Okay. We're approaching 1500.
Yeah, must not be that bad.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, left crosswind 23 Smithfield.
Don't pull the engine back yet, we're not there.
Oh, sorry.
Raj 4Q Lima on short final for 23, full stop left.
Yeah, you're doing what a lot of people do, and you try to level the nose off a little bit too early. Keep the climb up until you're ready to level the nose off. So, what I mean by that is you were doing like 85 and not hardly climbing, and you're about 100 feet low, you're just climbing still. So, to kind of counteract that, about 50 feet beforehand, start to level the nose off, get level, pull the power back, instead of trying to go super fast and hardly climb.
Okay. Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, left downwind 23 Smithfield.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 270
Jeez.
Delta Charlie.
Gumps. Make sure Rich fuel pump on landing.
East of the field, going to be crossing
Safety
midfield,
and switches
left
secure.
downwind 23. Smithfield traffic.
Keep going down. Nice and easy, we don't need to...
Sorry.
Don't need to be
1500.
out of batting practice here. Okay, gotta be under 100 to do that.
Alright.
Thank you. Can't overspeed the flaps. There we go.
Man alive.
Southbound 284 Delta Papa.
Take a look at the field right now.
Yep.
that is very far away. Yeah. We're making a bomber pattern in the DA-20. Because I mentioned that consistency is key.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, left base 23 Smithfield.
Okay.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, final 23 Smithfield.
Remember the pond with the orange house?
Yeah.
That's where we need to consistently turn. Don't take too much power out. Too slow.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 278, Delta Charlie. 5 miles to the east of the field, crossing midfield, entering left downwind, runway 23, Smithfield traffic.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, clear of runway 5, Smithfield. What runway is this? 31.
All the way down to Alpha 1.
Okay. Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, back taxiing 31, Smithfield. Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, clear of all runways, taxiing to the east ramp, Smithfield.
Midfield traffic.
Taxi to 23 from here.
To Charlie, 2.5
You're good.
miles
Yeah.
to the east, crossing midfield.
After landing,
Downwind 23, midfield traffic.
flaps coming up, set to cruise. Lights, I'm going to turn taxi on, turn that off for now. Transponder 1200, fuel pump off, fixture lane for taxi.
Cool. Eye controls.
Your controls.
Eye controls. Okay, debrief me. What did you think?
Okay, so obviously that pattern was a wow. But to be expected because I am still new-ish, roughly. Student pilot. I'm a student pilot.
Yes.
Trying to work on crosswind crap.
It wasn't too bad. Crosswinds.
The end of the...
Real quick. Smith traffic 660 Delta Charlie, taxiing Alpha to runway 23 Smith. Go ahead.
End of the downwind onto the whole base leg. Oh, sorry.
Oh, goodness.
But wow, that was a... Yeah, wow.
Okay.
The final actually wasn't bad.
Okay.
Especially for being as far out as we were, it actually turned out to be pretty darn good.
I'd agree with that.
And the landing, same issue. Ended up, I was on the center line. I ended up left of the center line. Had a little bit of a...
Okay, why did that happen and how can we fix it?
Right rudder. More right rudder.
So what happened?
Midfield traffic, Diamond 278.
I did not give it enough right rudder.
Midfield,
Which means you didn't...
downwind, runway 23.
I'm looking for a certain word. You didn't correct for the...
Wind.
Crosswind.
Crosswind.
Yeah. So, okay. Ready for my take?
Yeah.
Getting on up out of here, no big issue. Make sure you're climbing initially at that 68. These things perform pretty dang well in the winter, okay? So it's going to take a little bit more pitch up, which we saw.
I noticed
right?
that.
Yep. Not a big deal there. When we turn onto crosswind, make sure you keep your climb all the way up until you're ready to level off, okay? You started going to 85, maybe towards 90, right? So you started to level off way too early, then we hard to climb. That's a big habit for a lot of people. Even I do that sometimes, because you're expecting to level off, you have a lot of things going on. So at some point, if it really needs to happen that way and you need to level off for a second, it's okay. Maybe sometimes there's a bigger issue going on, right? Okay. But during a normal climb, we should keep the thing climbing, trying to get away from the ground. Altitude is our friend, right? Yeah. Good downwind, no issues there, except for you extended way too far at the end. Okay? Yeah. Which, once again, you recovered from that just fine because your final was just fine. Your final was absolutely gorgeous. You kept a constant power setting. I was watching your airspeed. It was between 60 and 65. It was changing because the wind was changing. The constant rate of descent, it was perfect coming in, except for short final. Okay, short final, you got slow, which I never ever want to see you do. Right, we've talked about that before. I never want to see you get slow. If it dips below 60, we need to add a little bit of power in there, get the nose down.
So define short final, like within...
Short final within a half mile.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Of the end of the runway. Okay.
I noticed we got slow, that's why I tried to...
Yep, and I said it a couple times, but I need to see that correction a little bit faster, a little bit more in that case, right? We talked about correcting to the extent of the deviation before we got into the airplane, right? In that case, I would have liked to see just a little bit more correction to keep that airspeed above 60. Okay, getting slow on final is never a situation I want to be in, right?
Yeah, right.
Coming into final, we need more crosswind correction. The reason we landed on center line, but the reason we went way off to the left is because the nose of the airplane, if this was center line, the nose was pointed like that, right? So we hit it and then went that way, right? Which you did a good job of getting back to that, right? You immediately saw that and you started correcting back, which is what I want to see, but I'd rather see you go like from this to that, right? So what's the correction going to look like in that case?
The wind's coming from the left-ish.
Yeah, we were weather vading to the left.
So we would want the stick towards the left.
Yep.
And then more right rudder.
More right rudder. That's going to, the stick going left is going to keep us in line with the runway, the center line. The rudder is going to keep our nose aligned with the center line. Okay? That's how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, despite the little bump of the landing, it wasn't bad.
Yeah. Otherwise,
that was one of the better landings I've had in a crosswind.
Yep. So we just need to work on correcting for the crosswind and ensuring that the speed is where we want it to be, right?
Right.
So speed discipline. Other than that, I mean, I was watching your final and I was just sitting there like, dang kid, that was good. That was really good.
That was pretty good.
That was really good. It's not a pretty long final, so if you're comfortable with it, I am. Your controls.
My controls. Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660, Delta Charlie, taking off runway 23, staying in the pattern, Smithfield.
Yep, good. That power in there, just get us moving. Cut through.
Ooh, I see him. Yep. Time to go.
Couple mile final.
Smithfield Charlie, 465, uniform Sierra on final, runway 23, Smithfield.
Nice.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 278, Delta Charlie, taxiing via hotel. Smithfield traffic.
Airspeed's coming alive, engine gauge is check. Rotation. And then pitch for 68.
Approach, back 862 Lima Hotel, off Lutheran, clock in 4672.
You're still on Smith's frequency.
Come on, baby. 1200. Flaps up to cruise. And then now pitch for 75. Engine gauge is check. Approaching 1,500. Turning crosswind. Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, left crosswind, 23 Smithfield.
So you're right here, look at your airspeed.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond.
Yeah, it's deep.
Yeah, so let's get, yep, keep that.
We need to still be 75.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, about 50 feet beforehand right here, now push the nose over, pull the power. There you go.
Okay, I'm
There
seeing
you go,
that
see
now.
that makes sense?
Yeah, that's making sense.
Make sure you're staying level. You're descending right now.
Go power. Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, left downwind 23 Smithfield. Alright, we're about to beam. Flaps take off. Flaps coming down, pitching for 80. Have a little bit of a tailwind.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 465, inform Sierra, Texas, main route via Juliet Smithfield.
Oh, not yet.
That's the pond. Yep,
Is the pond.
yep, go for it.
Good observation, Captain. Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, left base 23 Smithfield.
Okay, just like we learned with ground reference maneuver, a higher ground speed requires a higher make of turn.
278 Delta Charlie.
There you go, keep that turn in.
Approach end of 31.
Okay, because if it doesn't happen, we're just continually getting pushed out, pushed out, pushed out.
I think I'm just afraid we're gonna like spin out or something. Alright, we are well below 80. Level. Flaps going down. Pitching for 70.
Final's clear.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, final 23 Smithfield.
Don't uncoordinate us. There you go, always stay coordinated. Good job. Don't get slow, don't get slow, don't get slow. There you go, keep the power in. The wind is being very inconsistent, so what worked last time might not work this time. There you go, a little bit more right rudder for me. There you go. If that rudder is not going to stay steady, it's going to be changing with the wind, flowing with the wind. Better, much better. Keep the nose down, little bit of power. Power comes back out now. There we go, a little bit to the right aileron. Nope, you're doing all right. Power goes idle, got the runway made. Yeah, keeping that airspeed alive by keeping the nose down. More right rudder, more right rudder.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
There we go, we needed more rudder that time. Clear right.
Clear left.
Back taxi again.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, clear of runway 23, back taxiing 312 Alpha, Smithfield.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 278 Delta Charlie, taking off 23, staying in the pattern. Smithfield traffic.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, clear of all runways, taxiing Alpha to 23 Smithfield.
And Smithfield traffic, 290 Delta Charlie, about 3 miles off the field and balance down on 123.
After landing, flaps come up to cruise. They're up. Lights as required. Taxi, landings off, taxi position, strobe are on, all on. 1200, fuel pump is coming off. Mixture is going to be leaned out for the taxiing.
Light controls, rear controls, light controls. Okay, you've already announced that we're taxiing Alpha to 23.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, taxiing Alpha to 23 Smithfield.
Oh, sorry, I was just saying that you've already done that.
Oh.
You did that in your initial clear runway call. Anyway. Better on the spacing of the pattern this time, better on the climb. Final, you got pretty low.
Yep.
Okay, because you descended quite a bit on base. Then final, I saw better rudder usage. But when it comes down to it, the very short final, like right before touchdown, we still needed more right rudder. Okay, did you feel the airplane kind of sink, and then it shifted as we hit the runway.
Yes.
So I immediately put some rudder in for us, right? So be careful with that. I'm gonna fly this pattern.
You're gonna fly?
I've determined that. Yep. He said I get to sit back on that. 660 Delta Charlie, departing runway 23, staying in the pattern, Smith.
Clear left.
Clear right. Okay, so go ahead and feel the controls with me. Get your feet on those rudders. Obviously it's light. Don't try not to block it for me, but. He's in the downwind. We got one crossing. He's about a mile north of the field.
Smithfield traffic 10 Delta Charlie's going to do a left turn for spacing.
Okay, starting that right rudder. Airspeed's alive. Good engine.
Downwind traffic in sight.
Thank you. We've got traffic off the right-hand side. He's going to be crossing here soon. He's doing a 360 for spacing, so we'll watch out for him. Possible conflict. Okay, here comes 1200. We know what's coming next, right? Flaps up.
Cruise.
Yep. Pitching those down slightly.
Where are you guys at?
Currently on the upwind, just about to turn crosswind.
Raj, we'll fly upwind. Wind number 3.
Copy. Turning crosswind now. I know I'm turning crosswind a little bit early. I'm trying to help him out.
I didn't see him.
I haven't either.
Runway Cherokee 21 Whiskey's turning to a 45 entry for the left downwind. Runway 23, runway. I've got the departing traffic in sight.
Traffic 660 Delta Charlie, left crosswind 23 Smith. So look, watch my
Charlie.
nice little pushover. Pull the power. Look how easy that was. Smith traffic 660 Delta Charlie, left downwind 23 full stop Smith.
Your help here?
Smithfield traffic, time 278 Delta Charlie, turning final for only 23, full stop as well. Smithfield traffic.
Final traffic in sight.
It's like,
Yeah, final is. Isn't there a Cherokee that said they were coming in too?
We're going to be going out to come in for that RNAV 5, opposite direction, and then we're going to circle land runway 23, so we'll be looking for
gas is on undercarriage mixture, power switches seatbelts, power comes back. Under 100 for setting.
Runway traffic, Cherokee 21 Whiskey entering left downwind, runway 23, runway.
Traffic on Flight Star 108, uniform 8 miles, 5
Okay, traffic is passing off the wing now. Here comes that pond, and it's kind of the perfect timing because they're going to have enough time. I'm going to go just past my usual spot to give them just an extra second or two. There it is. Spit traffic 660 Delta Charlie, left base 23 Smith. Okay, watch my airspeed in the turn. You said last time you were scared it's going to spin out, right? I can go up to here as long as I'm coordinated, right? I don't like to see over 30-degree bank in the pattern, but as long as you're coordinated with speed, there's absolutely nothing to worry about. When you're slow and you're uncoordinated, what does that lead to? What is that called for the viewership?
A spin.
Spin. Base to final is the most dangerous turn. Final's clear, got that landing traffic in sight. Keeping a nice descent in. Smith traffic, 660 Delta Charlie, final, 23, about a mile and a half, Smith. Tiny bit of power adjustment. Hey, look at that. 1,200 feet. Hey, nice.
45 go downwind.
1,200 feet. A little less now, 1.2 from the runway, and that puts us perfectly on glide slope. A little bit of power adjustment. This right here is what the airplane looks like when it's in line and the nose is lined up with the runway. Okay? Take a look at that. Take a mental picture. Adjusting the power back a little bit because I see we're getting kind of fast. I'm adjusting the power here and there just because the wind is changing with me.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 278 Delta Charlie, clear of all active.
Feel the controls, especially the rudder, right? Notice how slight of an input I'm putting in because there's not just a ton of gusting wind.
Smithfield traffic, 290 Delta Charlie is look base from 2.
Lined up right here on center. Okay. Bit fast, pulling some power. Notice I'm keeping my speed up all the way to the runway. Coming down in, this is how far we should be above the runway, okay? Slight nose pull back to a nice little touchdown on center line. Okay? Okay. Back pressure and brakes.
I was also trying to see the wing relation to the ground and all that.
Did you kind of get a mental picture of that?
Trying to. It's the one. Oh, wait.
Smith traffic, 660 Delta Charlie, clear runway 23, back taxiing 31 to Bravo. Correction, 31 to Alpha. What? Trying to be expeditious here. Is that the right word?
Waiting for you to Tokyo drift us.
Hey, no. I always slow it down right in time. Right in time, every time.
Nice.
Smithfield 290 Delta Charlie, back taxiing runway 31 Smith.
My bad. Okay. My controls again.
Your controls.
My controls. Smith traffic, 660 Delta Charlie, taxiing Alpha 23 Smith. Okay.
You want me to debrief you?
Yeah, actually, I would love that. What'd you think?
So, I gotta say, the whole pattern was a really great pattern. It was really nice on that final. You maintained really good on that center line, and you made some really good power adjustments and pitching corrections. But you maintained 65 throughout pretty much the whole final, so that was pretty impressive. Coming into touchdown, there were really no issues there. It was pretty smooth, like baby butt smooth. So I'm impressed, and I'm excited to see where your career takes you.
Wow, it's weird to hear another version of myself debriefing. That's odd. What did you notice, though? What were the big takeaways from that? What can you learn? Like obviously, it wasn't perfect. I had some imperfections. I was a little bit fast on some of it, like slightly, but
I noticed the really quick,
concise movements. Right. And when I put in the power, it wasn't a. Oh, that wanted to die because that's not rich. Sorry. It wasn't a like that, right? It was more of a real quick back and forth, right?
Yeah.
And if the airplane wanted to deviate left or right, it was a quick correction to always keep it in the same spot, right? I've talked about that neutral position, right? On glide slope and a nice gentle about 500 foot per minute descent on airspeed, right? That's our neutral where we want to stay. Anytime it deviates from that, quick correction back to where I want to be.
Right.
Did you see what center line looked like?
Yeah, it is confusing because like the center line was almost like
yes
where I almost am.
Yes. Like right now, that's center line, right? It feels off. And that's the biggest thing, is it's always going to feel a little bit off until you're adjusted to that feeling of it feeling off, then it's going to feel right.
So basically it needs to be, for me, a little bit to the right.
Yes. When I say you need to put it on your right knee, I mean that.
Okay.
Right?
Well, that would help.
I thought I told you that. Hey, put the center line on your right knee.
Wow. That tip would have helped a long time ago.
Sorry. It's hard to know what I told who. Okay, your controls.
My controls.
Your controls.
We gotta get ready to go, because we got people behind us.
Okay.
Before takeoff, mixture rich. Fuel pump coming on. Flaps coming to takeoff. That step real quick. Lights on. Lights are on.
From your one.
Trim set to neutral. Okay.
Okay.
Clear right. Clear left. Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, taking off runway 23, staying in the pattern Smithfield. What time is it?
5:30. Do you have something after this?
No.
Okay. So, do another lap or two.
7257, 10 miles south, inbound full stop at 28 Huntington.
Feet down.
Get on that rudder immediately, yep. Off the brake, please. There you go.
Airspeed's coming alive, engine gauges check.
Keep pulling back.
Pitching for 68. One 200, flaps up to cruise, flaps are going up, and pitching for 75, engine gauges check. Okay, 1500. Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, left crosswind 23 Smithfield.
Smithfield 290 Delta Charlie, taking off runway 23, staying in the pattern, Smith.
I almost said 476 Delta Charlie.
Keep the nose down in the turn. Keep the nose down.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, left downwind 23 Smithfield. Okay, dumps checklist, mixture rich, fuel pump on, oops, switches on, safety belt secure. And we are coming abeam, power's coming out.
I can tell you're very slowly flying us into the runway.
Where's all this wind shear at?
Flaps takeoff, pitching for 80.
I don't know, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I know, but it's been calling for it all day and I haven't seen a trace of it.
Taps are always more threatening than reality.
Whoa, look out, Big Sean.
Traffic helicopter 862 Lima Hotel. We're 1 mile to the left. Be land to the right. Formation.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, left base 23 Smithfield.
Huntington traffic, Skylane 97257, entering left downwind for 28 Huntington.
Smithfield 290 Delta Charlie, crosswind runway 23.
Level. Flaps can come in to bait or.
Look out the horizon. Do you see how we're getting pushed? You
Yeah.
need to turn a little bit more to the left. There you go. Nope, not right rudder. Opposite. Yeah, take the rudder out. There you go. There you go. Take the bank out. Perfect. That's a wind correction.
Smithfield traffic, Diamond 660 Delta Charlie, final 23 Smithfield.
Okay, things are getting more difficult because it's getting darker. What are you seeing right now?
We are left of the runway.
Okay. We're left.
22 traffic, Skylane.
Right of the runway.
Turning left base for
I need to go left. That's what I need to do.
There you go. Good correction.
Smithfield 290 Delta Charlie is based runway 23 Smith.
Don't overcorrect right now, because now we're too
22
fast.
traffic, Skylane 97257, turning final 28 Huntington.
There you go. Now don't get slow, so you're overcorrecting again, right? Take some out now, take some out. Yeah.